Welcome! Today we are taking a look at the BFA CGI cinematics. The video will have a positive atmosphere, even though each cinematic has its flaws. We're gonna take a look at the strength of each and find ultimately which one was best executed. We will go over character progression and depth, stunning scenery, and fighting visuals. We are starting off with Old Soldier and this Sylvanas shot of Teldrassil. Personally, the image is probably the most epic out of all the cinematics.
There will be no glory today. Only pain.
We're introduced to a very deep character progression with Cao Fang, with his loss of belief in the Horde, as well shown by the loss of his son during Wrath of the Lich King. But we are also seeing the regain of belief of Cao Fang in the Horde and what it stands for. Personally, it's one of my favorites.
Ours is a cycle of hatred.
Here we have Lordran and the opening BFA cinematic. And with Sylvanas' elegant phrasing, ours is a cycle of hatred, which she means is the continuous fighting between the Horde and the Alliance. We are introduced to the badass Sylvanas and her eyes of rage. You can really see the redness within them. More relevant than ever, we are seeing Sylvanas shouting, "For the Horde." Something which, in the Reckoning cinematic, well, things turn out a bit differently then. We are introduced to awesome fighting visuals. Cao Fang hitting Anduin to the ground. Gen Greymane hitting Cao Fang to the ground. And Sappy Boy, or Sekan, sapping Greymane. It is really an ultimate fighting skirmish. Anduin embraces his connection to the light. He is a priest, not a warrior. Fully shown by his baby face crying. And this cinematic culminates in the epic scale of battle. In terms of fighting visuals, I believe this one is the most epic in terms of scale. And now we go to Lost Honor.
You're doing all you can to stop her, Your Majesty.
Anduin is not so sure about this statement of Gen. Is there something more that can be done?
Why didn't you kill me?
Could kill you now.
We got Anduin's big risk, putting his face in the honor of the Horde, that is Cao Fang.
And Sylvanas is destroying it. She will destroy everything. What I want is my Horde back.
So Sylvanas will destroy everything. But is it literally? Or just that Cao Fang wants his Horde back?
I can't. Not alone.
Anduin admits he cannot stop Sylvanas, not alone, and let Cao Fang go. This is a truly conversational cinematic by Blizzard. We move over to Safe Haven with one of the most stunning shots of these cinematics. In my opinion, it is almost on par with the Sylvanas shot of Teldrassil. And this is Nagrand. In Safe Haven, we get the return of Thrall, one of the most iconic characters in World of Warcraft. And to be honest, well, he looks badass. Before I show you this part, this cinematic truly has the best dialogue in my opinion. It is on par and it is very, very spot on.
I will not lead the Horde. I didn't ask. But I hoped you would at least fight for it.
So here we have Thrall, not as Green Jesus, just another orc fighting for the heart of the Horde.
You were followed. I followed them.
Thrall cannot hide from his past anymore.
You and I, we don't get to hide.
And that is one of the best lines of these cinematics, in my opinion. And we end off Safe Haven with a stunning shot of the badass fighting horde that is Thrall, with his awesome new weapon. This one was really good, with good dialogue, but also cool fighting scenes with the Forsaken. And so we move on to the Reckoning, the standoff between Saurfang and Sylvanas.
Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Makora!
So we have Saurfang facing his glorious death, with his plan to expose Sylvanas for what she truly is.
We don't get to hide.
So with the same phrase as in Safe Haven, we don't get to hide. It is not about winning, it is about doing what is right for the Horde.
Let it be finished.
Let it be finished. The same words as his son used against the Lich King in Northrend. This fellow orc uses against another deathly character in Sylvanas all these years later.
Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope.
Sylvanas calls him what the first cinematic was named, and Sekan or Sappy Boy represents the pillars of the Horde that Saurfang believes in still.
The Horde is nothing! You are all nothing!
Sylvanas lets go of everything and show where her true loyalties lie, in herself and in death. I think this shot of Sylvanas, or this little sequence here, is one of the best Blizzard has ever made. They are so her. The rage in her eyes, the almost out of control body language, just bursting with rage.
Nothing lasts.
It ends with nothing lasts. Weird that she just a couple of minutes ago called the Horde, well, nothing. The Horde is nothing, and nothing lasts. And that is all we have so far. Personally, I feel like Old Soldier is the best out of these CGI cinematics, with stunning visuals, a good Saurfang story, and the introduction of Sekan or Sappy Boy. It truly and utterly rocks. Which one do you believe is the strongest out of these cinematics? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content from me in the future, smash the like button, but also don't forget to subscribe. You will get notified once I release another video. But this is Marcinix signing out. I will see you again in the blink of an eye.